Good morning, friends. It is Friday, November the 1st. Already November. I'm excited. So, welcome. If you're new here, my name is MzzBev, and I am the owner and creator of MzzBev Creates. I do a little bit of digital illustration, a little bit of traditional illustration, and I also do some crafts. I used to have an Etsy shop that I left back in the spring, this past spring, and I opened up my own online shop through Shopify. So you will see that my shop will have a lot of stickers, a lot of cards, sticker sheets, die cut stickers, and some little crafts here and there. I do most of the illustration, but what I've been doing lately with custom made jobs, I use Canva, and it just makes it easier because their custom work will ask for a specific something that I am not familiar with or what, and Canva has been a game changer for me in that respect. So if you go through my online shop, the majority of the art is mine, and I will say that if it is Canva used, I will mention that in the description of the product. But for the most part, I do my own illustrations, and I'm going to continue to because I love to draw. I do. But anyway, for those of you who are new, thanks for coming. I'm glad you're here. Don't be shy. Please comment, like my videos, and above all, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it because it'll just make my channel grow and it'll encourage the algorithms to give me a little bit more exposure. So, if you're wondering now why I'm dressed up in my Christmas garb, even though you see fall in the background, I know it doesn't go together, but look at, I've got these adorable Christmas earrings on. I think I got these at a vendor shop last year, and then I also got this at a craft fair, but look at it. It's all Santa Claus in Coca-Cola cans throughout the years. Isn't that cool? I love it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to pull out my Santa Claus t-shirt for me to do this launch. So it's the very first launch I've ever done officially, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the products that I've listed in my Christmas shop and just show you what I've been doing the past month. I was supposed to launch this, a month ago, two weeks ago, and I just kept having to redo things, and it just took a lot longer than I expected. I listed a lot of my items that I had in my Etsy shop. Some of them were bestsellers, so I had to go back into the illustrations, and some of them I had to update, tweak, but it took longer than I expected. So I finally got done yesterday. And so, you know, it takes so much time to not only create the illustration, but then you have to print it out, and then you have to take photos of it, and then you have to upload those photos, and then when you upload those photos, you have to tweak the photos, so because the light is not light enough, or it's too dark, or it's too light, and you have to fix that. So you got to tweak the lighting on each photo before you upload it to Shopify. And then you have to, with each product, of course, you have to do all the prices, the descriptions, the amount, the hashtags. It's just so much that goes into putting one product into your shop. So let's go ahead and show you what I have in my Christmas shop. And one thing to note, I'll be adding a little more, not too much more to it, and if I do, I will definitely let you know on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, there's a link in the description box below. So okay, friends, let's get started. It is a very overcast day, of course. The day I decide to film, it decides to be very overcast. So I'm here at the main window in my studio using some natural light, and hopefully it's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Friends, this is one of the last things I worked on, right? Oh no, I worked on the retro stereo console, but before that, I just finished this, yesterday? Day before, and here it is. Now, I'm showing you a hard copy, but it's mainly used for in the iPad with an iPencil and a PDF app, whichever one you use. I've listed all the apps, PDF apps that it works with, because I tested each one myself. I mainly use GoodNotes 6, I think that's the latest one, and that one allows me to swipe a PDF if it's got several pages sideways. Now all the other ones that I used, you had to swipe vertically, but in GoodNotes you can swipe horizontally. But I'm showing this to you, a hard copy for those of you who don't have an iPad, and that's okay. You don't have to have an iPad, because when you get your download, all you got to do is put it in your app, and then whichever app you have, even the main one, which is Adobe Reader, PDF Reader. Almost everybody has that, because you work with PDFs a lot in regards to government documents, all kinds of documents, you know, even at work. So just put it in that program, app, whatever you use for your PDFs, and print it out. And I went ahead and printed it out on some cardstock just so that it'll make it easier for me to show it to you. But here's the front cover. I worked on this front cover. I went in Procreate and used this on Procreate. That's just the front cover. Let me explain what this is. Duh. So this is a Hostess planner, friends, for the holidays. So if you are one who shies away from hosting a party, or you've been asked to host a party at your place or somewhere, and you are freaking out, well, this will save you. This will help you have a successful party, stress-free, if you follow it page by page. And the way I developed it was, I've hosted parties, events, even the big meals for the holidays with my family. You know, that can be an event in itself. So I took notes. I shoved them into my cookbooks, and then the next year, the next holiday, once again, I had to pull it out, saw my notes, and I'm like, okay, I used this, I used this pan, I used these ingredients, these worked well for this dish. You know, I had made all those notes throughout the years, and it was at least 2 decades worth. And so finally, a couple years ago, the idea came to me that I'm like, you know, I should have some kind of a guide where I can write this down, and it'll help me. And so little by little, I started doing that, and I thought, you know, this is a good idea. Maybe I should offer it. And so I made the first one 2 years ago, and I'll pop up the front cover to the first one. And the inside is very, very similar to what you're going to see here. So anyway, if you are planning a big event, even if you've maybe done 1 or 2 before, but you thought, you know, I could use some help, this is for you. So let me go ahead and show it to you. If you go into my product, if you go into the product listing in my shop, I do have a link in there to me demonstrating how to use it. And I did that 2 years ago with the old planner. But like I said, the inside is all the same except for plus or minus illustrations and maybe some wording. That's it. It's all the same. It's the same process. Why? Because I did it for decades. So anyway, the first page is let's plan. So what do you plan? You're planning for a type of event. You plan the date and the location, and then you've got a list on here on who you're going to invite. So you put down everybody's names, and so then you send out the invitations. Here it says, I looked online to make sure what the proper etiquette is in sending out invitations for an event, a party's holiday party, and it says from 2 to 8 weeks. So I would say about a month. You know, you're pretty safe within a month. But either way, you know, 2 weeks. If etiquette says 2 weeks, then that's fine. So once you send out all your invitations and you start getting your RSVPs, down here it has an estimated count, and you can write down how many have RSVP'd, or you can also write down how many you've invited, and then once they start coming in, you can compare it to that first number. So the next page is at first you also you start figuring out what your menu is going to be. You know, what kind of food are you going to offer? So you write down all the menu items, and say for instance it's going to be Thanksgiving or Christmas. You write down turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, dressing, green bean casserole, corn casserole, I almost said beets, but not beets, cranberry sauce, cookies, pies, and then you go with the beverages too. You also write down the beverages. You write down everything you want in the menu. It's your party. You decide what you want. If it's going to be a potluck or where everybody's bringing something, then you still can write down what you're going to bring, what you're in charge of, what you're going to cook. Once you write down the menu, you go to your next page and it says menu breakdown. Menu breakdown is in each little section. See if you can see it. There's 6 sections, and I've got 2 pages of these. But at the top of each section, you write down, say for instance, turkey. And the next one would be ham. And then the one below it will be mashed potatoes, dressing. You write down turkey, and then what else do you put in your turkey? And that's what you list below. So once you go through every item that you're in charge of, that you're bringing to the party, you break it down on here. And then what you do is you take these 2 pages, because they're both the same. Most likely you're gonna bring more than 6 items. And even the drinks, you write down the drinks. You're in charge of tea. You bring ice, coffee, you know, sugar, creamer, all that stuff. So anyway, you take these 2, you walk to your pantry and your refrigerator, you circle what you need, and when you look in your refrigerator and when you look into your pantry, you scratch out what you don't need. Everything that's circled is what you're going to put on your shopping list. And I even made a shopping list for you, or a grocery list, and you write down from your menu breakdown everything that you need to buy to make that certain item. And then the last 2 pages are checklist, the final week. And you have a checklist for the week before, 5 to 6 days before, 4 days, 2-3 days, and then the day before. And the last page is the checklist for the day of the event. And that's it, friends. If you go through them, let me give you a sample of the final week. The week before, you buy your groceries and you have your shopping list, you have everything you need. And if you wrote everything down, you will most likely have everything you need when you go to make that menu item in your kitchen. You're not going to have to worry about, oh, did I get onions? Oh, did I get salt? Oh, did I get rosemary? You're gonna have it on your list because you went to your pantry and your refrigerator and you checked to see if you had it. And that's the big thing. I remember being in my kitchen and feeling so good about having a spice, butter, milk for whatever I was making, and not worrying about not having it because I had it on my list. So that's a big stress-free moment. So once you get through your list, friends, that's it. And so that's what this holiday hostess planner guide is for. And once again, you can work from it from your iPad, or you can print it out and make a hard copy like I have here. So there we go. There's my guide. And that's the first thing you're going to see in my Christmas shop. Now my Christmas shop, I should have mentioned this before. I'm going to show you somewhere here on the screen what it looks like. But all you had to do is go to my online shop, and at the top are a bunch of tabs just like any other place. You click on the tab that says Christmas shop, and when you do that, it takes you to my Christmas shop. And the main product, the big one that's featured, will be this. But just below that, you will see the rest of these items. So let me go ahead and get started with My retro TV. I'm trying to think, did I show it to you in my last vlog of me drawing it and creating it? Here is a sample of what you'll be getting. It's one sticker and it's in vinyl and it's covered with laminate, so it protects it even more, so it makes it almost waterproof. I will say it's almost waterproof because you don't put this in the dishwasher. You can put it on your thermos, on your Stanley. You can put it under running water, but don't put it in your dishwasher because the heat will ruin it and fade it away. But other than that, faded out. But other than that, these are super durable, and you can put them on your laptop, you can put them on your computer, you can put them on your devices, on just about anything. And that's what makes these really fun to use, especially during the holidays. I also made a backing. Now, as an artist making stickers, you have to make backings for all your stickers, die-cut stickers. At least that's my opinion, and most artists do. And this was the backing that I created, and it's very simple, but it is in that retro sparkly font and then with stars in the background. So when you order one of these, that's what you'll be getting, friends. Okay, and the next item is my you remember me telling you about Dipper, my little star that I created. So here he is in his package. Isn't he adorable? Just super adorable little star. I want to make a story about him and his big brother. His big brother is the Star of Bethlehem, who he aspires to be someday, one day. Until then, you will see. Hopefully, I will write a story, a cute story. I'm still trying to develop that because I am not an author. I want to write a cute story about that. Even somebody suggested on Facebook, said, oh, I see a children's book in the near future. So then when he said that, I thought, I would love to illustrate it, but to tell the story and to write a story, that's going to take longer. So when you get Dipper, it's not Little Dipper, it's Dipper. When you get Dipper, here he is. Get my face out of the way. But he has sparkly stars laminate on top of him, and that's what makes him even more cute, that he sparkles. Same thing. Don't put him in the dishwasher, but you can put him on just about anything else. Wipe him down with the damp cloth, and he's good to go. Here is the backing I made for it. I love the way it came out. All his cousins and brothers and sisters in the background. And this is what he looks like when you get one. So that is Dipper. Isn't he adorable? My next item is, if you watched my last few vlogs, I was working on my latest nativity scene. I did order cards and through Vistaprint, and these are the ones I printed here at home, but I went ahead and decided to get them printed professionally, but this is the way they look. And I did it using Julia Dreams wet on wet watercolor brushes, and she also offers canvases with her brushes, and so I used the whole kit and caboodle on this illustration. It looks so close to a watercolor painting. I explained in my vlog when I was creating this that the reason why I recreated the same thing from last year. Oh, let's see if I have last year somewhere. I don't. I'll put a picture up here. But noticed that it wasn't at a standard size, so it didn't look good in a frame because you could see a lot of white on the bottom or the top. It just wasn't looking good. So with this illustration, I was able to try to center everything and then leave a large margin so that when it does go into a frame, nothing will get cut out. So you know what? Let me go get, I did put it in a small frame. I put it in this. And now see, it goes perfect in a 5x7. This looks a little more purpley, I would say, because it was printed on a photo paper, and to me it's a little bit too purpley, and I didn't know it was going to come out so purpley because on screen it's not that purpley. And I went ahead and changed the settings a little bit. And so when you put them side by side, you can tell the difference. And I like this one better. But I'm happy with this, and this is what I'm going to display in my house when Christmas comes. So that does come with an envelope. You will get an envelope with each of the cards that you order. There it is, a white envelope. And this is what it looks like when you get it in the mail. So that is my Nativity card. And then next we have my New York City or NYC Christmas taxi cab. I even made like a New York City background for it. Oh, this was so much fun to make, friends. Loved it. I did draw this illustration, and I do have some of it in my last vlog or the vlog before. I will leave those vlogs listed below so that you can click on them if you want to go see how I draw on my iPad. So then here is the cab itself. It also comes sparkly. It's also a die cut. In other words, it's just one single large sticker. You can put it anywhere. And here's the background. I have the Rockefeller Christmas tree in Central Park, I believe. Isn't that nice? When you order it, that's what you'll be getting. This is gonna look really cute on whatever you use it for. And good news, I also made it in sticker sheet form. So look at this. So you'll get 15 stickers, 15 cabs, and you can use this wherever you want. And I also give the option of ordering them on vinyl. They're not going to be covered with any protectant, only because you'll probably put these in like your correspondence or in your calendar journal. Real quick and easy, you know, something that somebody might just throw away once they get the envelope. You put water on them, they won't run, but don't put these in the dishwasher. And then I also offer them in glossy. And glossy, the difference is that the paper is like, it's shiny. You can see the reflection, see the light. And the vinyl is just matte. So that's the fun thing with the New York City taxi cab. You can have it in a die cut or on a sticker sheet. It's the same taxi cab, only these are smaller and you get more. This next thing is fun, and it is Dipper once again, but he's in a Garland form. I saw somebody else call him Bunting. Maybe in England they call him Bunting and Garland as well. But you will be able to hang him up. I made 10 of them. There's going to be 10 of these. And they are covered in the sparkly laminate, which makes them even cuter and more sparkly. And you can put this bunting anywhere in your house, you know, on your mantle, Christmas mantle, or you can hang them up on your pegboard in your studio, in your little craft room. But yeah, I'm not going to pull them apart because I tell you, it was heck trying to put them together and wind them together. But I will put several pictures up here of how I used him. But you can have a Dipper in a Garland format as well. Here's the cute little backing that I made for him. It looks really good together. So there we go. That is Dipper. And then my next one is, let's see here. I made some sticker sheets of my little retro Christmas mailman. Isn't he adorable? Now, if you watch my vlogs from Christmas last year, whenever I packaged an order, I put a bigger one of him on here. Well, now you can have him. He's in a smaller format, but he's the same mailman. And he's bringing some happy mail to you. Isn't that adorable? So you get 16 in each page. And once again, you get them in vinyl or in glossy. Vinyl is more matte, it's a little bit more durable, but these are paper. The glossy ones are paper. Of course, they're more glossy. You can see the reflection, light reflection, and they won't run if you put water on them, but I wouldn't put them under running water. You can put them in your planners, on your stationery, on your packages, and I'll put samples up here again, once again. So there we are, a retro Happy Mail Christmas stickers. So for those of you who don't know, I love retro, I love vintage. And I have learned throughout the years that retro and vintage is different in my age than it is to the kids who are 20s and their 30s now. Retro and vintage to them are the 70s and 80s. And so I just find that hilarious because it's just, no, I'm getting really old. But to me, I love the 40s and the 50s and the early 60s. I really do. And you'll see it throughout my website. You'll see that. Let's see, what else do we have? We are nearing the end, so fret not. We are nearing the end. I do have my mistletoe girl in a card format. And the neat thing about these cards, friends, is that if you don't want to throw the card away, you can always cut out the front and frame it. Make it into a print. So let's see, do I have both of them? Oh, here we go. It's the same illustration. I drew her 2 years ago or last year. Okay, let's do it one at a time. So here we go. It's a retro girl. She's wearing her, which I love to draw. If you've seen my illustrations in the past, I love to draw the girls wearing the stirrup pants. The stirrup pants. If you remember those, you're probably around my age. But stirrup pants were the big deal. Back in the early 60s, I'd say. You know who wore them was Mary in the Dick Van Dyke show, his wife, Dick Van Dyke's wife in the show. Patriot, what was her last name? Petrie. Mary Petrie wore stirrup pants. And she probably made them popular. She wore them with a cute cardigan all the time. You always saw her in a cute cardigan with stirrup pants. But anyway, I got my little mistletoe girl. She's holding up a mistletoe and it says, "Waiting under the mistletoe for a wealthy and single Santa." So isn't that adorable? And then I have her in the same illustration but different wording. And this one says, "Christmas wishes and mistletoe kisses." So she will also come with an envelope, and you have a choice to pick one or the other. And then let's see, what else do we got? I think we've got two more things. Did I already? No, I haven't done this one. You see these because I haven't made a backing for them yet. I think I'm going to make a mid-century living room backing for this sticker here. It's a retro mid-century stereo console with a vase of poinsettias and the atomic black cat. If this doesn't speak mid-century, I don't know what else would. But it is a die cut sticker. You get one, and it's on vinyl and it's laminated, so it's durable. Put it on again, your Stanley cup, your laptop, whatever you wish. Just don't put it in the dishwasher. You can wipe it down with damp cloth. Even put it under running water. I would say not hot, very hot water. I'm afraid that they might wilt, because isn't vinyl plastic? Won't it like warp? So I would be careful. No hot water and no heat. That's it. Otherwise, this little cutie can be adorn your devices for the holiday season. make it all festive and everything, especially if you like mid-century retro stuff. And so last but not least, no, I have two more things, but let me show you this one. I'm sorry, friends. I still have my advent calendars, friends. And I don't know if I shown this to you in a vlog, but I made a belly bands to go around them. But this one is made with the cloth. I made these from scratch, and I'll leave the link below of how I made these. And it took a long time, but it was worth it. I enjoyed it. Let me see if I can demonstrate one for you. So anyway, I chose two retro vintage type of material fabric, and I went ahead and destroyed an old book that I found at a like a Goodwill store, and I show you the whole process in one video where I made these cute books, covered them with cloth, made the closure with ribbon and a button. Isn't that adorable? And these are advent calendars, so it is not too late to get these. You still have a month before, as a month from today, because today's November 1st. So you start December 1st using these. And when you open them, I even made the contents, the envelopes, friends. Every envelope I made. And you'll see it on that vlog if you haven't seen that vlog. But every envelope has a little surprise. If you like my art, if you like my stickers, here's your chance to get a good amount of them, of different ones. So that's just a way to celebrate Christmas and the anticipation of Christmas Day, and just the fun of opening something every day, right? That's what advent calendars do. You're excited to open them. So you can see that this one has the atomic cat on it. I absolutely love this fabric. It is so cute. The other one I have is more of a traditional colors with the red and green. I'm not going to open it, but it looks the same. But here it is. You got the belly band here in the front, and then the closure that goes back in the back. I mean, it goes around to keep it closed. And these two are available in my shop. So I hope you get them before too long, because you will need to use them for the start of December 1st. And last but not least, friends, this one is a service offered. I offer my art services to you if you want to have your Christmas card or use it for a Christmas letter. Anyway, a digital illustration of your house decorated in Christmas. Snow, old-fashioned retro, lights, that kind of stuff. So, excuse me. I did this for a friend, and she sent me a copy. So, these services that I offer is where you send me a copy of your house, the front of it, and then I redraw it, and then I add snow to it. I add Christmas lights to it. I add greenery and red bows to it. I add a snow all over the front lawn, on top of the roof, and in the back I give you a evening, nighttime sky with lots of stars and a nice and bright shiny moon, and usually smoke coming out of the chimney. But this was my friend's house in Michigan, And I was so thrilled that she wanted me to do this for her. Oh, and she had me do her dog. Now, I'm not really good with animals and stuff like that, but I did draw that for her. I did do one for Shane. I'll put it up here. But I also offer to do it not only in a traditional snow scene, but I also offer it in a gingerbread house. So if you want your house to look like a gingerbread house, then I offer that as well. Now, she sent me her card and what she did, and what you will need to do if you want to put your illustration into a greeting card. You need to send it to a professional printer, usually one online, or if you go have a local one. Now, when I was back in Michigan, I had a local printer that I absolutely loved. They did a fantastic job. It was so fun to go to them and say, okay, I want to use this paper, I want this many cards. And so within the week, within 3 days, 4 days, I get a call, your cards are ready, even the sample, come look at it and see if you like it. And then they would be ready in no time. So I really appreciated having a local printer, especially nearby me. So, but now that we've moved here to this town, I don't have one. And so I have to usually depend on a online printer. But Walgreens has a good print shop. You can also use Vistaprint. You can use moo.com. That's MOO.com. I think they're out of Australia. I've used them once for something. I can't remember, a long time ago. But several others. So if you want to have your house decorated for Christmas, whether it be a scene, old-fashioned snow scene, or a gingerbread house, I have a section in my Christmas shop where you can place your order, and you can send me your picture, and we'll get started on that. I love doing these. These are, these are so much fun. This is what keeps me busy during the holiday season after I have listed most of my other Christmas products. Wow, I don't think I've ever talked so much at one time. I'm surprised my card hasn't run out of memory. My battery did die one time. I don't know if you noticed it. But anyway, friends, I'm done. This is the big plug-in for my Christmas lunch. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, by all means, please leave them down below. I also offer customized stickers. So if there's a sticker you want me to make for you, I do have a section for custom orders. It's right next to the Christmas shop tab on my online shop, and I'll be glad to help you out in any way that I can. So with that said, friends, I am going to get this vlog ready, get it uploaded, and then the rest of the day, it's Friday, I need to just do some personal admin stuff and take a little break, because this has definitely kept me busy for the last month. And we will see you in the next one, friends. Again, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. So until then, friends, we will talk to you later. Thanks for coming. Take care and God bless.